I saw you on Flight 2022 on the Jets, Hard Knocks, if you will. I saw you talking about how the Jets have finally, this is the win it now button for them, right? I spoke to Robert Saleh yesterday. They seem ready to roll, correct?
Yeah, they I think the clip that they used in that show, I haven't had a chance to see it yet, but, kind of using that Braveheart reference of they kind of built up for this off season and kind of saved up for it in terms of draft capital and cash. And then they just unloaded it. So, the schedule, Rich, is brutal, as I'm sure you've seen.
It's terrible.
But, man, they have so many good young players. It's like I'm not saying they're the Seahawks, but you remember the Seahawks got to the point where it's just, you just have too many good players. You can't help but win. Like, it's going to happen. There's too much talent. I think they're not to that point yet, but they're getting there, and it's going to be fun to watch. There's going to be weeks where you're going to see Garrett Wilson do some awesome stuff, and then you'll see Breece Hall, make big plays the next week, and you've got some young stud D linemen. I mean, Quinnen Williams kind of in a pay for play year type deal.
Mm-hmm.
He could have a monster year. They got some guys around him finally.
So are you saying the Jets are potentially like the 2013 Seahawks? Is that what you're saying? Year two for Zach Wilson? You making that comparison?
I'm saying I think that I'm not saying they're going to go to the Super Bowl, but I'm saying that I think that there's a big leap. I don't think this is going to be, kind of a win a couple more games and the next year a couple more games. I think this was such an influx of talent that I think they can make a pretty sizable leap this year.
Daniel Jeremiah here on the Rich Eisen Show. What's your sense now that we're 2 months clear of a draft and we've seen a little bit of OTAs? Who would be your peg for a Rookie of the Year on either side of the football this year, Daniel?
Ooh, yeah, no, that's a great call.
Thank you.
To me, not surprised. You'll hear me say this, but like just looking back, Kyle Hamilton, 14th pick to the Ravens, like he's going to have a monster year. Like this stuff happens to them all the time. Where you take one of the best players in the draft, he's going to fall in their lap. They're going to plug him into that system where they're ultra aggressive, and he's probably going to pick off, 6 or 7 balls and be the defensive Rookie of the Year. Like that's bound to happen.
So you like him as a defensive Rookie of the Year? What about offense? What do you think? I know it's I know it's like throwing a dart at a dartboard, but give it a whirl anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I really like Breece Hall. I mean, I know.
Wow.
I'm not just trying to patronize here. I just think he's gonna be an awesome combination with Michael Carter. I think he'll probably get more of the goal line touches, so you'll be able to pile up some touchdowns. He can catch the ball. That would be probably my favorite. And then I would look at Drake London just because of the number of targets he should get there. I mean, it's basically him and Pitts, right?
Right.
So, I'm going to go out on a limb and say they may be trailing a little bit in some games, so he might get a chance to have some volume there.
What about Olave? I mean, we're kind of forgetting about him since he was not even the first Ohio State receiver taken, and he's sitting down there. Yeah. And I know we're still just kind of wondering who the Saints are going to be. What about him? What about his possibilities?
Well, he's ready to go, like polished.
Right.
Maybe more so than any of the rookie receivers. So I think he's got a chance to come out the gate and make an impact. It's just hard to I want to see what happens with Michael Thomas and kind of see what this offense looks like. No Sean Payton and how does Jameis come along? It's just some unknowns there, so it's hard to predict what he's going to do. But I think you're onto something there, just in terms of a guy who's ready made. I mean, he is a pro. He's ready to go.